Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more 0 Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we are here on Farmlands of the Fallen. Absolutely gigantic map. And we have none other than Big Size. You can see it stuck on the cursor there in the orange color down in the bottom left. And then up in the top right we have ViViD in the green GLA Stealth. Another GLA mirror. As I said before, all these long replays tend to be the GLA mirrors. So yeah, here we go. Big Size very, very familiar with this map. We only recently watched a game of him versus Xcal, and I think he won that in the GLA mirror. Likes to take control of this center position. You remember he made a tunnel there and then got a toxin tractor in there pretty quick. Let's see how this game varies from that. Seeing Size skip his third supply once again. Actually, ViViD skipping his third supply as well. He's going for a fake arms dealer, whereas Size looks like he's gone for a straight real one. The benefit of that is you can get a technical out like literally a 1 second or 2 seconds faster, because this person doing that, not only is he looking like he's going for the oil cap, so he's probably left himself a little bit dry of cash, but even the fact of just clicking on it and pressing the B key, even though you think it's instantaneous, it's actually not. You're actually delaying at least half a second or maybe 1 second. So you'll notice Size's technical is already out and ViViD's is slightly delayed. But that's because ViViD has gone for the oil. Size got control of this middle building once again. Size picking off some stuff. This oil has not been captured yet. So far only one getting captured down at the bottom right. Size wants to go for the oil as well, but he doesn't have the capture upgrade just yet. ViViD has hidden his workers, but there are two technicals now chasing this single one of Big Size. Defender's advantage, you're going to have more units here because your units are literally coming out of there. That's a nice, cozy little base going on there for ViViD, really close to his arms dealer, that tunnel. Size taking control of the bottom right, and he's geared up to take control of the top left as well by just putting a single RPG inside of these buildings. Very, very nice indeed. But ViViD is building a stealth tunnel down here. Size is the vanilla GLA, I believe. Yeah, vanilla GLA. Got technicals now moving in for Size. Going to pick off one of these workers. Size has got himself a third. Looks like Size is playing better so far, in my view. He's got more map control because he's got control of these little windmill things. He's got a faster third. But ViViD does have a faster oil, so Size needs to catch up in terms of the oil, which he is doing right now. Another technical now, this time from ViViD on Size's side of the map. Size is here. Bad target in there from Size, really. I'm pretty sure he could have took out that technical, but now he's going to let his whole base get scouted. And he's going to lose a worker here, and probably all of those workers. ViViD did lose this. Is Size going to get the scrap? No, he's not. 4 workers have gone down there so far, plus that one is 5. It's going to be chased away now, but ViViD is going to escape. ViViD gets inside of this little bunker here. Size expanding now to a 4th supply. He's got himself both of these oils. Very, very nice. There's the little drunk guy, just in case you were wondering. Drunk or half dead, whatever you want to call him. Size has lost control of this area. Technical coming in. That would have been a nice TNT if it was. Would have probably got all of them quads and the tunnel. So yeah, ViViD just seems to have flushed that out, probably with a, well, obviously with a toxin tractor. He's got himself on a 4th supply. Actually, well, it's going to be a 4th supply, but yeah, he hasn't even made his 3rd yet. Players once again forgetting about their refineries. That rebel should have just stayed there because he would have been able to capture it eventually. Size picks off a technical plus a load of RPGs. Yeah, ViViD to me isn't looking that strong so far here. He does have a palace already and has a fake market already on the way, whereas Size does not have a palace actually in sight at all. He's actually gone for a 3rd arms dealer. So seeing a big variation in strats there. ViViD does lose the toxin tractor. But Size can just re-garrison that. He's got his own toxin tractor here as well. So yeah, Size is going to have more units over the next few minutes. And maybe he'll be able to gain some ground. But ViViD's already teched. And now from seeing ViViD play like 3v3 Defcon, he does like to tech actually pretty fast. Getting the worker shoes, getting the buggies out, stuff like that does really, really help. And I think strategically, I think that's the better decision. I think Size should have skipped that and actually made a palace instead. Unless over the next few minutes he can make that really work. Like he might be able to send a massive group of tanks down here and just take this whole area. But he better hurry up though, because the more buggies that come out, the more and more his army is just going to get chipped away. ViViD not collecting from here. I think that's a bit of a missed opportunity there. He could drop a stealth supply down there and just like long distance collect from here. And that'd be pretty beneficial. Size only collected on 2 workers here. Looks like he's building a few more now. Another tunnel going down for him. And you're seeing this big solid line of defense. Demilitarized zone, whatever you want to call it, along the middle of the map happening now. Size dropping down more defensive tunnels. Just so much of a wide open area in the middle. That you really have to be everywhere, and I think that's where buggies really do shine. Some injured RPGs there. ViViD is still collecting on the bottom right. Size wasting some units here. Is he just checking, though, how full that actually is? I don't really know what Size was thinking there. I thought that technical there might have been a TNT, but this seems like a really, really botched job at an attack. Like, what even was that from Size there? He just wasted, like, 2 or 3 units? Is he just trying to delay the opponent or something? Size is actually on a 4th arms dealer now. ViViD dropping down more markets. He's on the 2nd arms dealer still, not 4th. The Size has got massive production going on now, so I think potentially could evac a whole tunnel there. Just leave it on guard mode there fighting that, and then meanwhile push somewhere else as well, because he's literally got so many units. I think he could. He's trying to brute force his way through the mid. The Size is losing 1 oil. Yeah, Size really is trying to brute force into these bunkers. I'm not sure if that's the best way about going about things, but that bunker will go down eventually. I suppose if you have got enough tanks, you will eventually break for anything. With the palace up, I hope he gets the toxin shells. It's something that he normally does get, because then he'll be able to take down the infantry as well, just with the tanks. The Size is certainly gaining ground here in the middle. This quad, is that going to win the engagement against the tunnel? I don't think so. The Size is on some of his own buggies now as well. ViViD ahead in the market count, I reckon. It's actually pretty even. But Size does not have the refinery. Big mistake there from Big Size. 10% on production of 4 arms dealers is absolutely huge. He's now going to get it a little bit late. I mean, getting it in 10 minutes time will definitely be a massive, massive blow. But getting it now, at least he's going to be able to squeeze some units out with the 10% reduction. Got a number of RPGs here, but there is a quad being brought. And those RPGs should be gunned down, which they are. Gets a Vet 2 quad. This supply... Oh, it does get taken down in the end, that rebel. But yeah, it was being captured for a second there. ViViD has got a load of buggies. A massive... buggy advantage there in terms of the numbers. Size is expanding to, I don't even know what number supply that will be now, because some of these are drying up now. It's like the 4th supply, 3rd. Yeah, 3rd I think it will be at the moment. Size really needs to save this. ViViD now dropping down a 3rd arms dealer. And a Scud Storm. Size already on a Scud Storm. You see what I mean? I've talked about this in previous games. Is at the top level now, you're seeing a more even split between Scud Storms and black markets. Like, at least you're seeing like 50-50. If one market goes down, at least one Scud will go down. Or if 2 markets go down, at least 1 Scud or 2 Scuds will go down. Okay, Size loses this supply. How much cash is left there? Like 2.5k over 5k. You're talking like 6 or 7k there, something like that. Which would be handy for Size. But he has claimed the middle though. ViViD's way ahead in terms of XP apparently. But it's purely because these buggies are so efficient at taking down the non-ranged units. He's picked off so many tunnels and stuff for free with the buggies, but also that attack there that failed for Size. ViViD's bringing in his buggies. Going a little bit too close there, but Size seems to not be paying attention anyway. Size really trying it on with the brute force here. Always just a brute force attack in these big bunkers and these artillery platforms. Not a care in the world. Maybe a more cost-efficient way if you don't want to do a toxin tractor is a TNT. Probably the most efficient way is a toxin tractor, but you need to distract your enemy somewhere and then send the toxin tractor in. Maybe leave it on guard mode all the way where you pointed from your base, and then by that time you'll probably be doing something else somewhere else on the map. Is Size going to lose any buggies here? No. The fall-off range, actually, the missiles disappear as these buggies are running away. Got a few radar vents. Got a few black markets drop down for ViViD. He's hugging the side of the map, like we see other players do, like XCal does that as well. And the idea behind that is if you take a Scud Storm there to take down that, a lot of the missiles will actually hit the back of the map and actually not be doing that much damage. Whereas if you build in something like there and you take a Scud Storm, it's going to be doing a lot more damage. Pretty much every missile will then be doing some kind of damage or leaving some kind of toxin in your base. So I'm still collecting on the mid. Even if it loses that supply, you can still kind of long distance collect to this supply. But if he loses that, he's just giving more and more XP here to ViViD, you see? It's giving veterancy as well, so you probably should have sold that one. But Size is actually pushing over on this top left side. But ViViD's going to get a nice angle on here on the side. Picks off 2-3 buggies for free. These ones turn around to try and fight, but they're actually just going to bail on the situation. So this has got a few quads here. He's actually just trying to really clear out this position. ViViD's still got 2 oils and Size only 1. Size does have 2 Scud Storms out there. Got to remember the Size is always pushing into stealth tunnels, so he can't actually see those 3 stealth tunnels there. He's going to anticipate there's at least 1 or 2 tunnels there anyway. But it's always a little bit awkward because your buggies can't fire on them unless you're scanning with the radar van. Did Size rebuild that? I thought that died. Could have sworn that died. Here's Jean-Michel there, sniping all the workers, getting 10% cash bounty. Or 5%. That's interesting. He's only getting 5%. He's getting $10 for a $200 worker. Yeah, that's 5%, isn't it? Yeah, interested to know what other gen points he's spent it on. Probably on Rebels and the GPS Scrambler, I'm anticipating. Some of these, are they stealthed? Not sure, but here comes the first Scud Storm now of big size. Shooting all the way across the map. And where is that gonna land? To do this view, by the way, and I saw a few people asking about this view, you want to place the page up and page down buttons on your keyboard if you have a Gentle. And you have to be watching the replay. I don't think you can be doing it when you're playing live in game because it might provide some kind of advantage. I think you can put the view up like that, but you can't actually put it really low like that. Inside the game, I mean. Yeah, massive numbers of buggies now, as you would kind of expect. I think on these massive wide open maps where there's loads of space, definitely favors the buggies. Scud, did that kill the palace? Yeah, it killed the palace, I think. Size has managed to clear out this position now, but he's left 1 tunnel there. Does Size know about that last tunnel? Yeah, he does have the GPS Scrambler. Yeah, typically, I always took the cash bounty, but thinking about it, actually, because it helps you win these engagements massively, I think the GPS Scrambler is worth it because suddenly all these buggies just appear. But I think the GPS scrambler is worth sacrificing some of the cash bounty. But I don't know why he hasn't got at least 10% cash bounty. So that was probably a more favorable engagement there for ViViD. Again, masses of buggies against masses of buggies. ViViD on 5,000 XP, Size on 4,000. Size dropping down more markets to keep his economy going. He's still got his refinery, of course. Got another scud been placed down for him. He's still collecting on the mid. And no one's collecting from that top position. ViViD's still got his Jarman Kell. It's just been chilling in the middle kind of the whole game, has it not? I think it's been there since for ages, actually. He's just waiting patiently. Here comes now a sneak attack as well as a scud launch now from ViViD. So she's going to be on the production there of Big Size, anticipating that Size might actually pop his army from there to go and defend this. So he's going to bring back his buggies. Really needs to close down that sneak attack. He tries to go for it, but the quads push a little bit too far forward. These are fully upgraded quads, by the way. The junk repair, as well as the AP ammo. Here comes now a Anthrax bomb now from ViViD. That's a very nice Anthrax bomb because these buggies are now stuck between a rock and a hard place. They choose a hard place and they go to a hard place, which is hell for these buggies. Yeah, ViViD now has the big advantage for the next few minutes at least. This is a really, really powerful sneak attack here from ViViD. Transitioned into a massive bunch of fully upgraded quads. And now camping the production here of Big Size. Big Size does not have any more production apart from these two arms dealers here. But ViViD is actually pushing with a new army now on this right-hand side. Pushing Size right back. So looking pretty good for ViViD right now. He's got another scud to fire next in 25 seconds. Actually not fully sure how ViViD has done this because it's to me looked like Size has been playing better the whole game. But ViViD was always ahead in terms of the XP. So yeah, it's quite amazing because Size always seemed to have at least 50% or more of the map. He had control of the mid and had like basically two supplies there the whole time. I suppose ViViD stealth tunnels, the GPS scrambled buggies, the faster tech because he went for that palace. You can see it hit loads of scuds firing now. Here comes an Anthrax bomb now from Big Size. Where is that scud? We found it. It's on the palace there of Big Size, hitting the production and the palace together. Probably one reason why you don't want to build your palace and your production right next to each other. I think it's worth sacrificing a few seconds of that palace just to build over here. But yeah, would Size still be in this position? I think one of the key reasons here why Size is lost is upgrading to that third and fourth arms dealer, producing loads of tanks, and then just headbutting a load of key buildings like that building, for example, he headbutted at once. There was a building in the middle, that one, and there was that artillery platform, and he lost a load of units to buggies for free. I think that is one of the main reasons here why ViViD has been able to lead here now. So he's now going to fire his own scud, and he's got a sneak attack of his own too. I think Size doesn't have any units though. I think he's just trying to bait out something. Doesn't have any units at all. He's just trying to bait out something, and Big Size has been defeated. Well played there from ViViD. It's really, really amazing, to be honest. But yeah, I think the key decision was ViViD going for 2 arms dealers and then a palace, whereas Size went for 3 arms dealers and the palace. And although it doesn't seem that much of a difference, it did help ViViD always really have the bigger buggy army, and that was always just chipping away 3 units of Size. Like if you're making a 3rd arms dealer to spam loads and loads of tanks, and the enemy just has loads and loads of buggies, and of course you're going to be picking off loads of stuff for free. And too many times Size was just running into bunkers. He didn't get his refinery until a bit later. So I think if you add all them few things up, it probably contributed to his loss. Not to mention ViViD's amazing sneak attack in the back that Size didn't have really any answer for, but ViViD wouldn't have had that level 5 as faster than Size if Size hadn't given away all them free kills that we mentioned before. So it all kind of snowballs and adds up to 1. But yeah, if you have any other comments, why you think ViViD won that one, or if you think anything that ViViD could have done better or Size could have done better, let me know in the comments. I do read all the comments, so yeah, let me know. GG, well played, and see you in the next one.